And then at 50, you're ready to come off the roof. You're ready to say, okay, I have been observing society for the last 20 plus years. I have been observing myself. I have been getting to know myself more deeply. I've been getting to know humanity more deeply. And then here is what I have learned. Here's what I've learned from my experience. And I'd like to share it. That is where the the role model of the sixth line really kicks in after the Chiron return. So after age 50. And I can tell you when I first heard that, the other thing that goes along with that is, especially for, again, six line profiles, life really begins at 50. When I first heard that as a 35-year-old, I was like, ugh, terrible. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me my life won't start for another 15 years, like, especially if you're younger than that. If you're in your 20s right now and you're like, ugh, I don't, that sounds terrible. What does that even mean? What it means is that our wisdom is cultivated as a six line. Your wisdom is cultivated over your lifetime. Also, as a six line, you are really here. You're called to help speak from your experience and teach from your experience, not necessarily theoretics of things that you haven't actually done. You might notice if you have a six in your profile, you might actually notice that people don't listen to you very much. Even if you, when I was younger in financial planning, I I tried to be an advisor at first and it wasn't working. I had all the knowledge. I could like spit out all the facts. I could tell people, here's this best strategy based on XYZ, but I didn't have the life experience to back it up. And people didn't vibe with that. Now, almost 20 years later, I have the life experience. I have the businesses I've built, multi six-figure businesses at this point. And it's all wrapped up with that financial planning knowledge and financial stability basis, all of that. People now listen. That part is happening. So if you are, again, if you're younger, if you're in your 20s or your teens and you have a six line profile, a 6'3", 6'2", 4'6", 3'6", any of those, just know that you're here to keep trying stuff. You're here to keep exploring and experimenting and figuring out life. And then when you're after that Saturn return, age 28, to about 50, that's the time to like deepen. Doesn't mean you still won't make shifts and changes. I've had big changes in my 30s. But the essence of what I do, like I know who I am now. Right. And I've been deepening in that knowledge for the last many, many years, at this point, especially the last 5 to 6 years, really. Um, And so when we get to that age 50, when we get to that Chiron return, now the wisdom that we've been collecting, cultivating, the vision that we've been seeing, the way we've been observing the people around us, now all of that is called in and will be revealed, basically. People will be asking for your wisdom. People will be asking for your